Spider Murphy is considered to be one of the best netrunners in the business. Spider was part of Militech Team Omega alongside Silverhand, Rogue, Thompson and Shaitan, who helped Morgan Blackhand take down the Arasaka Tower at the end of the Fourth Corporate War. Shortly afterwards, she gained the distinction of tracking down Saburo's son, Kei Arasaka, after the tower was destroyed. Kei attempted to escape from Night City in a Sea Viper, only to find all his bodyguards unconscious and a young, beautiful woman, dressed in a kimono, waiting to converse with him. Spider convinced Kei to use the Soul Killer on himself, stating that it was the only honorable thing for him to do as a samurai. She finished the Fourth Corporate War narrative with the words, "Sleep well, Johnny, Morgan and Raish," believing all three to be dead. Unfortunately, in Cyberpunk 2077, the lore of these events are told through the memories of Johnny Silverhand, providing a subjective view of what happened, a warped account of events, locked away in Silverhand's subconscious, which Alt Cunningham described as bearing no resemblance to the truth. It was also suggested by Maximum Mike that the fallout from Blackhand's nuke corrupted the memories of Silverhand's engram. Spider Murphy is very intelligent and quick-witted. In the alternative Cyber Generation timeline, she is nurtured and developed an artificial personality known as Robin Phillips, for use in case she ever did get caught. It is rumoured that her real name is Arabella, but she has never used that name since she ran away from home at age 14, as it is common for netrunners to adopt a pseudonym. While Spider has not made an appearance so far in the year 2077, Maximum Mike does drop a hint about her on Morro Rock Radio.
So hey people, listen up, I've got a story to tell. Goes back to an old friend of mine, netrunner whose name I can't say on air for reasons of personal and global security. And she once told me that she knew the real origins of the net. This friend, she's been around. She started running back before the data crash, when the deep net was open to all. She survived the crash, dodged the rapids, persevered through the Netwatch purges and watched the black wall go up with her own virtual eyes, and she's not one to make up fairy tales. So why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because what she told me seemed unbelievable at first. So she tells me after a bottle and a half of Joe Teal, Mike, she says, the net isn't what it seems. She continued by asking me a question. Why do you think Bartmoss named them demons anyway? Because that's what they are. Raish didn't invent the net, he discovered it. She looked me dead in the eyes and she said, the net is hell, and Bartmoss opened the door. So over the next few hours, she lays out her case. She talked about the similarities between, how did she put it, hyper-fractus stratified computational data synthesis and the practices of the legendary Scholomance. She said that Netwatch has its origins in the Vatican and that the Black Wall sings in Aramaic. Now, listeners, you know I'm a skeptical guy. I don't run every rumor I hear despite what my detractors might say. And I might have kept this one to myself if it weren't for the fact that I've known her for ages, and she's not a kook. So what do you folks think? I'd love to hear from some of the runners in my audience. I'm here to listen.